Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Clara Rose. I am your savvy entrepreneur and host, Clara Rose. You, if you've been here before, know that every week I share either some knowledge about being a savvy entrepreneur, or I have a special guest with me who is an entrepreneur, and they're going to share what it is that they do. So I'm excited today because I do have a guest in the studio with me today. She is a friend at this point because we've known each other for a while. We do some networking together, and she is a savvy entrepreneur. So help me please to welcome Angela Mineo. Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that you're very busy. She's a nurse practitioner, so you know that she has a full schedule of people that she takes care of. So this is truly taking time out of your busy schedule to come and be on the show. So thank you.
Thank you for
very
having me.
much. It is my pleasure. So tell me, I know what you do, but tell my viewers what it is that a nurse practitioner does, in case people don't get that.
A nurse practitioner. So we're an advanced degree. I have my master's degree in nursing. So we're able to do anything a doctor is able to do except for refills of pain medications. We're able to diagnose conditions, treat those conditions, order any labs or imaging or anything like that that might need to be done for the patient. Florida in 2020, I believe, they passed a law to allow nurse practitioners to be autonomous. So we're able, if you have enough practice clinical hours under a physician, and if you have the right education, you're able to practice independently without a physician overseeing you.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. I was working in primary care in a busy office that takes regular insurance and Medicare. I was doing that for about 7 years, and then this year I opened up my own Shalal Wellness.
Your own space, your own business. That's always exciting. Yes. Taking the entrepreneurial plunge. So what made you decide to go from being just busy, because I know you're busy in a busy office, what made you decide to transition from that to being a business owner and going into practice for yourself?
Yeah, well, at the primary care office, any of them that I worked at, it was a lot about the insurance companies, their requirements.
Sure.
They have quality assurance, QI requirements and HEDIS measures and all these things that they wanted you to focus on, making sure people are taking certain medications, that you're coding everything correctly. And I was spending so much of my time just worried about checking the boxes for the insurance companies. And
wow.
Yeah.
So they had specific medications they wanted people on?
Depending on depending on your
that seems like counterintuitive to me, right?
Yeah, we had to push that and focus on that. So we spent a lot of times making sure we were making all of the qualifications so that we would get reimbursed from the insurance companies.
Oh, right. That makes sense, because if you don't follow their rules, then they're not going to reimburse you from the people's insurance, which they pay for and want to use. Okay, so then you just decided that I'm going to remove myself from that particular situation, right? And so your practice is different. So tell us about how that's different.
Yeah, so ours is completely cash-based. We don't take any types of insurance. We start with direct primary care, so it's a monthly membership fee instead of having to do an insurance copay every time you come in, or if you have a high deductible, God forbid, and have to pay all of that every time to see a doctor. All your visits are included in that monthly membership fee, which is pretty affordable, $60 to $80 depending on your age a month. And so a lot of people that's less than their deductible for the year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you have if you're a business owner, like we're business owners, so for us a deductible is like crazy, right? To get a rate that's affordable, you're looking at like a $5,000 deductible, which, because we're relatively healthy people, we never use, right? Exactly. So this makes really great sense for self-employed people, right? So they can have a primary care coverage without having to have like regular insurance. They could just have catastrophic or whatever.
Definitely
as an
still
option.
need the catastrophic insurance because you never know. I can't help you in the hospital if something were to If you're in
break a
an
leg,
accident
make
or
an arm,
something,
right?
yeah.
Any of those kinds of things. Okay, have a heart attack, any
Yeah.
of those things.
Yes.
So in primary care, it's just all of the other things, right? You're
Sick visits, like if you have a cold, if you have a rash, if you need a mole removed, we can do biopsies and send them off. We also get discounts on lab work and medications for people that really don't have insurance at all. It's a good option.
nice.
Yeah.
That is a nice option. So you said something a minute ago, you can't refill prescriptions. So, but you can write prescriptions.
I can't refill Schedule 2, so pain medications for more than like
gotcha.
7 days at a time, yeah.
Okay, so,
So-
but other things, like
Anything
blood
else,
pressure,
yeah.
or those kinds of Medicaid, cholesterol, all that, you can prescribe those kinds
Yes.
of things. So that is all encompassed in primary care.
Yes.
Right, okay. And then what do you do beyond primary care? Because you said that you do that first. So
yeah.
tell us about the other cool things you do.
Yeah, we also offer, so back when I was in primary care office that took commercial insurance and Medicare, I had a lot of women that were coming to me with the same complaints, the pre and postmenopausal complaints, like hot flashes and just really bad fatigue and brain fog and stubborn weight gain. Like they did everything they could to get rid of it, eat right, exercise, everything like that. Insomnia, those are the big things. And as on that side of the insurance doesn't cover, they'll only cover commercial medications like hormone medications, because that is what they have hormone imbalance, and that is what's causing those symptoms. So the only ones that they cover are the synthetic ones that are commercially available. And
So the fake stuff.
yeah, the fake stuff. So, and that,
Perfect.
yeah. Back in the 80s, we found out that the fake stuff, the synthetics, the permanent, and those cause reactions in our bodies. They're not natural. Our bodies reject it and can cause cancer and blood clots and a lot of other negative side effects.
So your choices are hot flashes and night sweats and, all these other things, or, blood clots and
Yes.
cancer, right?
Yeah.
That's not even a choice.
Yeah. So those were the
Crazy.
WHI study in the 80s is the one that showed that those can cause those side effects. So we moved away from hormone replacement there for quite a while. But now we have the bioidentical hormone replacement options from compounding pharmacies. They come from natural sources like plants, yams, soy, and those types of
Interesting.
sources. So, and those have actually, research shows that they are protective against breast cancer and heart attack and stroke.
So actually good for your
Yes.
body.
Yes.
Natural and good for you. Boy, that seems like a better choice, doesn't it?
Yes. So that was another reason I wanted to find a good option for those ladies that I was seeing in the primary care office that had all these complaints, and insurance doesn't want to cover the bioidentical from the compounding pharmacy. They don't cover any medications from a compounding pharmacy, so we had to go all cash pay and outside the insurance system.
But if you're so I'm looking at it, not from a provider side, but I'm looking at it from a patient side, right? I would much rather I'm going to spend cash anyway, right? Because you have co-pays and deductibles and all those things. If I'm going to spend my money, I'd rather spend it getting the stuff that's better for me, right? So if it's going to come out of my pocket anyway, I might as well get the stuff that is better for me, or that I want for my body, instead of going the chemical.
If you can even get your doctor to order the testing to see how your hormones are. A lot of primary,
Interesting.
like I was saying, because the insurance doesn't cover any good options, so they usually don't want to check it. They kind of
just ignore it.
yeah, basically.
So how is that healthcare?
Yeah.
Right? How's that healthcare if they're like, oh, well, we can't get paid for it, so we're not even going to test for it. So what do they tell women, with hot flashes and night sweats, and what do they tell them?
So, I used to be on that side. I just
What did you tell them back then in the day?
that there wasn't really a good option that I could offer them at the time. Because when they see you in that setting, they expect to be able to use their insurance,
Right.
and they're not
Of
going
course.
to pay cash. Well, yeah, and you have to have your own. It has to be set up differently too if you want to go through the compounding pharmacies.
Oh, that makes sense. I hadn't thought about that. So you have a relationship with a compounding pharmacy that gets you the natural stuff. and
Yeah,
then-
specifically for the patient. It's made specifically for them in their levels and exactly what they need. So,
Oh, so it's not like a generic. It's a made specifically for the individual person.
Yes.
Wow. So then whatever's going on in their body, they're truly getting the right thing for them. So this sounds like it would be super effective.
Yeah, it is. I'm actually taking some because even I'm 36 and
You young thing, you.
but even then my progesterone level was low. So progesterone can help women of any age after puberty. Like it can help with PMS and if you have heavy
interesting.
menstrual flows and things like that. So yeah, it helps any age.
Interesting. I might have to come see you. Whereas you are younger than all of my children.
Oh yeah.
You young thing, you. I'm always amazed by that because I see people that, that I network with, I see them as my peers, right? I don't think of myself as being so much older than them that I could be their mother, but I could be your mother. Excuse me. I have a tickle, which is why we have water. Okay. Well, this is exciting. I mean, it's probably not, it's not as exciting for you because it's not new to you, but to me, this is like a new revelation. Excuse me. So I know that like when we network each week and you're talking about, the bioidentical hormone replacement, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, it's like my body, right? Bioidentical, like my body. But I didn't really understand what you were talking about. So that makes it so much more clear that it's what's going on literally in my own body than you're having somebody create something to make my body respond better. You need to talk about that more when we're networking so that people understand that because that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's super encouraging to someone who's like having the hot flashes and all the stuff that comes with perimenopausal or menopausal, all those things. But beyond that, that's a help and hope for younger ladies who struggle with other things, right? The other female issues that were like
Also part of that program is the thyroid too, because that's another hormone, technically, a thyroid hormone. So yeah, I did advanced training a couple months ago in Salt Lake City with a doctor that is like the top of the world for the bioidentical hormone replacement and learned a lot about thyroid. And what we're taught in school is completely different than what actually helps people in real life.
Great.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Right.
We're taught
That's unfortunate.
we're taught just to check a certain level, and if that's normal, great, you don't have hypothyroid. You're fine.
Oh,
But there's
interesting.
another hormone called the T3, free T3, and that's actually what makes your body feel better. But we don't normally check that because if your TSH is fine, you're fine.
Then you're fine.
Yeah.
Your thyroid's fine. You're good.
Yeah. And I had this a lot too. A lot of people that were already on like levothyroxine for their thyroid and still feeling bad. And then I learned a lot through that training that it's the levothyroxine, the Synthroid, the synthetic that most people, that's what we're taught to prescribe.
Sure.
Is the T4, and theoretically we're supposed to be able to convert the T4 to T3, but a lot of people aren't converting it very well. And so when you actually go and dig deeper and check that extra lab, they're on the low end of normal, and
that's where they feel
that's why they
terrible.
feel like crap. Yeah, and then there's
Of course.
the natural versions like MP thyroid and Armour thyroid that are taken from pig. They're pig thyroid. They are natural sources, and I guess the pig thyroid like perfectly matches our thyroid and how like the chemical makeup of it. But so those actually, if you switch their levothyroxine to one of those, they actually feel better because they get the T3 that they need as well. Yeah. Apparently there was something back in the day with the pharmaceutical companies and Synthroid went out somehow, and because the other natural ones aren't covered by most insurances now.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
And if you have a thyroid issue, it really affects your whole, your energy levels and weight gain, and so much is involved. And when you don't feel well, right, we totally have a broken medical system.
It is very broken, yeah.
It's a broken system. So it's awesome that you're doing a different thing, right? So tell us where you are. You're in Trinity, right?
Yes.
So if somebody says, oh, yeah, I've got, of course, you're limited to the location, right? Because people have to be able to come to you for this. But if they're in the surrounding areas and they want to come and be a patient, is there a way that they can get started with you?
Oh, yeah. Our website is www.chevalwellness.com, and there's a way there you can get more information there on our contact us page, or if you just want to sign up for a consultation, there's also a link in the contact page that says if they want to join now, if they're ready, they can get registered with our EMR there.
Okay, so that's just a form that they fill out that lets them sign up to become part of the membership, right?
Well, just to get any information, because the direct primary care is a separate membership. That's its own monthly membership plan for primary care, and then the hormone replacement is a separate program, and then also our weight loss program is a separate
so we haven't talked about that yet, so I don't want to run out of time before we talk about the exciting one, right? So tell us about the weight loss program that you have.
So it's a comprehensive program for weight loss. We don't just give you the medication and you have to figure it out on your own like a lot of places are doing now, but we sit down with you for an hour. The first visit's an hour, go through all of your medical history, your preferences, and any allergies and things like that, and pick out the best medication for you, whether if it's an appetite suppressant like phentermine, or if it's one of the newer injectable medications like the GLP-1s, the semaglutide. We use generic compounded. We don't have the brand name ones.
Because they're like crazy expensive.
They're very expensive, yes. So we find the best medication for you based on your family history, your personal history, your preferences, and we get you set up with that. And we also do nutrition counseling, so we figure out the best diet for you along with that medication. And we also get you signed up where you get daily email support for your nutrition plan and an exercise plan.
Interesting. So the daily email is like a specific to you, or is it like a group kind of thing?
No, it's specific to you, to whatever diet and exercise plan we pick for you.
Wow. And what kind of exercise things then are you having people do?
The different programs. There's an at-home one, like a 6-week at-home one that you use like small weights and a mat, just simple exercises you can do at home. There's like a completely beginner's one for people, where everybody's busy, so just to help you get started, just walking a couple minutes a day to start. And then there's just the walking plan, and then there's also one for the gym to kind of give you guidance at the gym. And
so you could take something with you to the gym to
tell you
guide your workout.
Which machines to use and things like that. Yep.
That's nice. That's not a piece that is usually incorporated into, from a medical standpoint, right? The doctors usually go get some more exercise.
That is. Exercise and drink more water.
And drink more, yes.
You do need to drink water, but most of the ladies that come in, they've done everything. They've done the diet, they've done the exercise, and they still haven't. Sometimes there's things that make it very difficult to lose weight on your own, and that's when the medications can really help.
Yeah.
But we do, like I said, monthly check-ins. We don't send you home with the medication for months and you have to do it yourself.
See you in 6 months.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like the check-in, weigh-in, how you doing, and so then you can make adjustments if necessary, right?
Yeah.
Which I think.
Because with the injectable one, we increase it we start you at a lower dose and increase it every month to avoid side effects.
Yes, I've heard that there can be some side effects.
Yes.
Have you experienced a lot of people having side effects, or does the slow increase really make a difference?
The slow increase makes a difference. I think I tried it myself so I could guide people how to do it.
Good job.
Yeah. The biggest one for me was heartburn, but I wasn't doing good. I wasn't following our diet. Once I followed our diet, I was great. I didn't have the heartburn and the nausea that I had previously.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much about the medication as
my diet.
Your diet.
Yes, you do. It's not a magic shot. You have to do the diet and the exercise.
Still have to do the other stuff. Right? There's no magic pill. So
it does give you a good boost, but it's not going to do it all by itself. Yeah.
Interesting. We all of us are overweight. We want the magic pill, right? We want an instant fix, and that is just not reality. That's not the way our bodies work. So, yeah. Okay. So if somebody says, Okay, I have to see Angela. I'm in her area, and they go to your website and they sign up. Then will somebody like reach out to them to set up a first appointment? To get
Either
them
me
started?
or my nurse April will call them to set up their first appointment. And we do blood work there in the office on the same
Okay.
visit as well.
Okay, so you do the blood work, and then you come back for another visit once all the blood work's back, or?
Well, for the weight loss program, the medications that we use, we will just go over your blood work at your next monthly visit.
Oh, okay, that
Unless
makes
there's
sense.
something really abnormal, then we would call you about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
For the hormone program, that is something that we have to customize based on your hormone levels. So we do ask for people to get their blood work drawn a week before, and then we do a follow-up after that.
Okay, that so that you actually already have the results when
Yeah.
the you have your first appointment.
Yes, so I
You're there
can-
to say, here's what's going on in your little body.
Yes, so we
That
can
makes
know
good
what
sense.
to order that first appointment, because with the bioidentical hormone replacement program, I've priced it where it's all in a package. All the lab work, the consult, and the medications are all together. So
Oh, okay. So it's not the membership for the seeing you for the hormone replacement and then medication on top of it. It's all all together in
I
one
used
price.
to do it that way separate, but then it was just hard. It would take a while for people to be able to get their medications, and then it would delay the follow-up and things like
Sure.
that. So to make it
Yeah.
easier, I just packaged it all
Package it
together.
together. So you're truly just paying the one
One time.
time a month fee, and then it's all covered. So if you're one of those crazy people that has to talk to you like 3 times a week or something, hopefully you don't have too many of those people.
No, and they're fine. And that's, I think, so you do, in my previous life at primary care, you would have the people that would call a lot. And I found that what makes us different is that we are always available. Like if they want to text, like our business number, you can text it or email or call anytime. And when people know that they're able to get a hold of you easily, they don't call you as much.
Right.
It was back then in the other practice where they couldn't get a hold of you easily, or it
Right.
would have to go through 2-3 different people that they would get a little nervous, which I would be nervous too. So
Right.
I don't really have that problem now that people are able to contact me when they need me.
That's awesome. I love the membership model. I think that more and more businesses are going toward a membership model because it gives people peace of mind, right? I have somebody I can always call on and for whatever support I need, whether it's, hey, for me, it's different. They want to ask me a question about editing or publishing or business or whatever. I think the subscription model membership model makes perfect sense for the healthcare field. I
Yeah.
can't believe it didn't happen sooner.
I know it's getting bigger. There's some. There was one Carolina Jones that has Vital DPC in Tampa. She's given me a lot of guidance and support. We're
nice.
hoping she's another nurse practitioner, and we're hoping the DPC model gets bigger and more popular here soon because it is a great asset for the community in general.
I totally agree. I had a couple years ago, I had seen somebody talking about, and I don't think it was a nurse practitioner, it was a doctor trying to move to a monthly model, and then it just went away. And I thought, where did that go? I think that's such a great
Yeah.
idea. So I love that you're doing that, and I love that you have a weight loss piece because I think that's something that people struggle with, right? Our nation is fatter than it's ever been, right? We're all struggling with that. So to have a place to turn when traditional medical has not helped, for many years, when I would go to the doctor for something and they would say, they take you in to step on the scale. Nope, I don't do that, right? Because it would just give me anxiety and raise my blood pressure. And then when they took my blood pressure, because they weigh you, and then they take you and sit you down and take your blood pressure.
And then it'd be high.
Right? And then my blood pressure is high. They go, oh, your blood pressure's high. I'm like, oh, well, give it about 15 minutes and try again.
Yeah.
And, sure enough, it would be okay. And then they couldn't help you. They didn't help you with
Yeah.
that. It was like, well, you need to get more water and get more exercise and, watch what you eat. Right? And then they hand you the food, pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Not helpful in any way. So,
No.
okay. We are just about out of time, but is there any one last thing that you'd like to say to potential clients?
Gosh, I don't know.
No?
We're really I'm passionate about helping people feel better, and we're really, our our tagline is making your healthcare more personal, and that's what we're really trying to do at Cheval Wellness. And I don't think I said our phone number if anybody
please
had
say
a
your
question.
phone number, yes.
813-776-5751.
That's awesome. So if someone just has questions or like, ooh, this sounds really intriguing to me, can they just call you and ask questions?
Yeah.
Of course, they probably can find out some information on your website.
Yes, we have a lot.
Spell that for me.
With Cheval, CHEVAL, wellness, WELLNESS.com.
ChevalWellness.com.
Yes.
And then I had to ask because I didn't know, what is Cheval?
Oh, Cheval.
What is that?
It's French for a certain type of horse, but there is a community in Lutz called Cheval, a subdivision. It's actually near, I think, a horse track,
Farm or horse track. Okay.
training place that our other location in Lutz is currently being built at. So,
Okay, and that's where the name came
Yes.
from. When I saw the Cheval, I thought, and then on your logo, it actually looks, it's a horse, right?
yes.
There's a horse built into the logo, and I thought, I wonder why the horse? I have to ask these questions because I just don't know.
Yeah, but-
So it's super cool. So you have another location opening up in
They just
in
sent
Lutz.
me 2 months, yeah.
2
hopefully
months.
August, hopefully it'll be ready.
Very
A
exciting.
retail location at the Lutz Lake Fern Publix Plaza.
So Lutz and Del Mabry.
Yeah, Lutz
It's
Lake
the Del
Fern
Mabry.
Road and Del Mabry.
Mabry. So if you're in that side, you're not in this side, that would be a great location for you, other than coming all the way over to Trinity, right?
Yes.
That makes good sense. We are out of time, my friend. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time and educating us. I sure appreciate your time.
Thank
Maybe
you
we'll
for having me. It's
have you back
exciting.
again
That's
to
fine.
give us some more information.
Yeah, more
That would be
in-depth or
awesome.
something.
All right, my friends, thank you for showing up once again. Every week you come to listen to what I have to say, and I appreciate you. I love being here and helping you to learn what it is that you need to know to be a more savvy entrepreneur. And even if you're not an entrepreneur and you're headed that direction, I just love to encourage you to join the world of entrepreneurs. And I'd love for you to come back every week and either meet my newest guests or learn something exciting about the entrepreneurial world. So thank you once again. I will see you same place, same time next week.